What is good with y'all? You know who it is. Drop a like right now. If you haven't liked the video, drop that like right now for your boy and support your boy. If you're new, you might as well subscribe because I'm pretty fire if I do say so myself. Not to be cocky, but I just know what I am. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this video though, bro. Oh, I gotta make sure I set that timer. You know what I'm saying? Gotta set that timer for the 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, for my Patreon people, y'all getting like, y'all had the less, bro. Patreon people getting this episode like the very next day after I dropped the other one. You know what I'm saying? This like what episode? This like episode 8. Y'all saw Patreon saw episode 7 yesterday and episode 6 the day before that. Now YouTube, y'all like what? Y'all seen this shit in like 2-3 weeks or something like that. Hey, that's tough. That's why Patreon gets exclusive shit and they be lit over there. Cause you know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I be giving out that shit early. You know what I'm saying? Some shit YouTube would never see. Only Patreon to see it. But let me set this timer real quick, bro. We got some good topics. Hey, some of y'all still ain't like the video yet. And I don't appreciate that. Like the video right now. Stop playing with your boy. First things first, let's talk about the easiest way to astral project. You see, look, the easiest way to astral project is to get knowledge on astral projection in general. You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand like what's actually happening. A good book that I'm reading right now on it is called Astral Dynamics. That's a really good book. You know what I'm saying? But like aside from that, cause I'm gonna be reading more shit after that shit, and I already know a couple things aside from that book. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy. Cause I love how my spirit guys teach me certain shit. Then I read books that say the same as that thing. I'm like, oh yeah, it's confirmation. And plus, they always word stuff a bit differently. That I can understand the concept in like a new, broader perspective. But anyway, to keep shit simple, right? We hear this all the time, right? We astral project pretty much every single night. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, you a part of you is existing on the astral plane right now. Now you could be sleep beside the astral plane. That is true. But like for me, I could see myself inside my bed right now. You know what I'm saying? Like just looking around. Since I'm acknowledging myself, I'm becoming aware of that astral self right now. But like you exist on multiple realms, right? And when you tend to astral project, all you really do is to shift your awareness to that realm and to the body inside that realm. Now, of course, while you're active here, you're not as active inside like the other realms. But sometimes you actually do. But like, there's a concept called mind splitting, right? I talked about that inside the last podcast episode, which for the Patreon people, this should be fresh inside your mind because this shit was yesterday for y'all. For YouTube, I get it. It's like a week from. It's like this video is a week from that video, so if y'all don't remember, it's cool. But mind splitting, right, deals with like pretty much you could be aware of yourself on multiple different realms, and I explained that from my own experience of being like that. You know what I'm saying? And I also do that in meditation. Like I'll become aware of myself right here, then inside this realm, then that realm. Sometimes it actually hurts my head. Not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I have to actually stop doing that shit, you know? But long story short, you operate on multiple levels at once. You know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes you're more active inside this one, not active inside that one. Like, for example, like how when you're inside the astral realm, you're sleep here type shit. It could be like vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, right, you got to understand that since you always astral project, since you always shift your awareness to that new reality and stuff like that, all that really matters is actually just remembering your experience. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the only real problem is not remembering your shit. Now, why does that tend to happen? You see, your brain cannot, like, if you go to super high vibrational places, right? Your brain cannot always interpret what's going on there, which is why a lot of your memory is going to be based off feeling at first. Well, let me not say that. For a lot of people, their memory may be based off of like feeling. It's just intuitively knowing certain shit. Now, if you're hella clairvoyant, then you may be like you may just see shit. You remember your shit off the visual shit, and that's cool. With me, right? It's like I could section out. Like I'll know where I want to go at nighttime. Then I'll section out. Okay, I'll vividly remember this thing, but for this other shit, I don't really need that. Like for example, last night I was in Hydra, right? Now I know exactly what I learned. Well, not exactly. I know a couple of things I learned there. When I meditate after this video, I'm gonna tap more into what the fuck I did there. You know what I'm saying? Because I could easily just remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't make it very like avid to like see the visuals there because I don't really care about what I'm seeing there. I care more about what the fuck I'm actually learning there. Now, that's different if I'm trying to actually like be like, oh, I'm trying to see what the fuck's happening with my friend. I want to actually see that shit sometime. Sometimes it's cool to just only feel that shit, but I mean, hey, like, like it depends on what I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying? But I still do have some visuals from Hydra. It's just not like I don't see myself like if I was in Hydra for 15 minutes, all I see is like one scene that lasts about 1 2 minutes, and it's like the rest is just like all intuitive, feeling based shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so a good way to start astral projecting and actually remembering your shit is to do this. Number one, right? At the end of the day, recall your day. Like when people ask me how my day was, I know that I'm slacking sometimes because I'd be like, yeah, my day was good. I woke up, I did this. Then I start forgetting, like, oh, did I do this first or that first? Hold on, what the fuck's this big? What's this weird gap that I feel? Because I could always like feel like, oh yeah, like I'll be like, yeah, I did this, but I could feel that something's wrong. I'm like, hold up, why's just like this missing gap here? Oh yeah, I did take a nap at that one point. Like people who talk to me commonly, when I talk about my day and stuff like that, y'all know what the fuck, y'all know exactly what the fuck I mean. You know what I'm saying? So but when my shit be crystal clear, nigga, so does my astral memory and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you practice remembering your day here, it helps to build your memory. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, it's like you'll often have dreams that kind of reflect certain shit from today or from the day that you just experienced. So when you're aware of that shit, it's like, oh, if you know what the fuck you did today, it's like you're gonna see certain paths inside your dream. They make you become aware, and you're like, yeah, fuck this shit. Let me motherfucking become lucid and do some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you can also just do this during meditation. Like let's say like you meditate in the middle of the day. When you go to meditate, right, recall what you did up to that point in time. You know what I'm saying? Doing these things to build your memory are very important. Second thing, right? Keep your brain healthy and watch what you eat. Because like for example, like Skittles, right? You eat some Skittles, but that shit gonna fuck with your brain. Now there have been times where I've just ate fucking Skittles right before going to sleep, and nigga, I was booming. But like I can't eat Skittles every day and expect that shit because like inside your food, right, there's several chemicals that will simply just numb certain parts of your brain and shut them off. Therefore, your brain can't interpret what the fuck happened last night because it's not functioning on its highest capacity. You know what I'm saying? So some of you guys may notice this like when like you eat certain food, then like your brain just feels like hot. Me, like with me, my brain gets inflamed, bro. Especially nowadays. Like it wasn't always like that, but now my brain gets inflamed off for little shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me eat too many Ritz crackers, it's over. And with Ritz crackers, bro, you could think those is healthy. Nah, son, them shits be fucking with your brain. Bro. I could eat that shit and feel part of my brain get blocked, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like my shit is very sensitive nowadays. You know, but yeah, so watch what you're intaking inside of your body. You may notice that you eat certain shit, you just feel like you feel like foggy brain, like you can't think as you once were able to and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like shit could get weird like this. Just watch what the fuck you eat. You know what I'm saying? Also, when it comes to like the mind splitting stuff, right? When you understand mind splitting, right? Understand that concept, the fact that your mind could be aware of multiple different versions of you at once, and then try to become aware of your energetic self because inside the astral, right, shit is very energetic and also visual. You know what I'm saying? So practice building your energetic awareness, which I'm gonna talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about that shit when it comes to building your energetic data bank. You know what I'm saying? But try to feel energy inside your life way more. Try to feel like what's around you if you feel shit around you. You know what I'm saying? I made a PowerPoint on Patreon. So if you guys are already on Patreon, you know what's up. Go to that power because I have a playlist or it's called collections on Patreon that says it says collections, then it's a PowerPoint section, right? Nigga, I made a video about developing your etheric, astral, and mental awareness. Nigga, you practice that shit full force. Oh yeah, nigga, you gonna build up your energetic and astral awareness, which will help you become aware of that shit at nighttime. Because all you have to do at nighttime is simply just become aware of your energy body and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like at nighttime, instead of just being so focused on this physical body, you shift your awareness to your energy body and stuff like that. And become aware of that. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, this can lead to sleep paralysis sometimes, but not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like usually, if you're focused on your energy body completely and stuff like that, you'll just fully be inside there, likely feel good as shit, and then you'll either just like see yourself projecting, or you will project, but like you won't fully remember because like oftentimes like when like you exit, there's a certain like memory kind of split thing that happens. It's super weird. It could be times where you think inside your physical body, you're like, oh my god, I felt the vibrations, I felt all this shit, but then nothing happened. whole time something did happen and your astral body did project itself outwardly. It's just that you're only aware of your physical body and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And while your astral self is doing shit. All you have to do from there is just shift to your astral shit. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, sometimes your memory does blank out. But then when you wake up at nighttime, it's like because you were trying to feel the energy shit, you could wake up and then feel the energy stuff in. You could feel the energy stuff and everything like that, and then notice like, oh yeah, it felt like I went there last night. Feel like I did this last night. Or I was definitely fighting last night. You know what I'm saying? And this is with the last point. When you wake up, make an effort to try and remember what you did last night, especially by feeling. You know what I'm saying? Try to feel that shit. Try to see if you can see anything or intuitively know certain things. Because like I said with me this morning, all I had to do was be like, oh, what did I do last night? I just like see, I made a this was a while ago. It's one of my PowerPoint episodes, right? Where I talk about how I was being taught that different states of consciousness, right, are linked to certain, you know what I'm saying, vibrational states. So like when you vibrate a certain kind of way, you enter a certain state of consciousness, right? When you practice feeling the astral and energy shit and stuff like that, you it makes your body vibrate a certain kind of way, which has a certain level of consciousness, right? So if you simply practice vibrating inside that way when you wake up, you'll start to remember what the fuck you did on some astral shit. I actually told my homie this shit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my homie Rainwater and stuff like that, right? When I told her this shit, bro, nigga, the first night she was remembering everything. Like, bro, she just been hitting me up every day since. Oh yeah, I remember I did this. I did. Yo, not trying to mock your voice. I just always make people's voices like that. She's like, yo, like, she's like, I woke up, I did what you said, I remember my stuff and everything like that. Yo, one night, she put these crystals, one night, bro, she put these crystals under her bed or something like that, bro. She was going wild, bro. On top of that, she used the whole method to remember her shit. She was like, oh yeah, I was doing this and I was doing that. I was doing this. Thank you for the method. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just a small little piece because my whole astral projection method that I'm developing right now is actually very centered upon this shit. The fact that you naturally astral project, therefore all you really have to truly do is simply just develop certain astral senses and know how to pretty much go with your natural cycle of leaving your body and coming back. When you know your natural cycle, and you built up those astral senses and stuff like that, nigga, astral projection becomes a fucking walk in the park. That's what I'm building for y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so with that being said, right now you could kind of be like, yo, just say, because this deals with the, you know what? Let's go to the second topic because it deals with the same exact shit. The second topic is building your energetic data bank, right? So, one way to build your energetic data bank when it comes to the astral is to simply say astral. Think about the astral and see how the fuck that feels inside of yourself. See how you're vibrating when you say that shit. Because when you do that, right, all you have to do is at nighttime, you simply just vibrate the same exact way before going to sleep. And then when you wake up, you vibrate the same exact way. Astral. Feels like this shit. You know what I'm saying? See, when it comes to building your energetic data bank, right? This simply just deals with like, when I say this, I mean that you're building your energetic awareness to certain concepts. Like, for example, people will ask me, bro, how can you just tell what alien race I am? How can you just tell my past lives like that? When it comes to the alien shit, right? Bro, nigga, I say shit like Sirius, right? And I'll see how that feels. I'll say Arcturus, and I see how that feels. I'll say Hydra, and of course I see how that feels, right? Then when I talk to you, I could feel your energy. And then inside your energy, you have something that feels the same way when I say Sirius. That's because you have Syrian genetics and Syrian past lives. Now, with that being said, right, I could also just look at a person and like I noticed this with when it comes to Dracos, Syrians, and Arcturians. But really with that Syrian shit, and also Orions, right? I could always see it in their eyes. Like someone would be a Draco, and I could see it purely like, oh yeah, their eyes, they have them Draco eyes. And it's not like the color, it's like the shape, how spaced out they are. Nigga, Orions, they have eyes. Their eyes are spaced a certain kind of way. Arcturians, they have their eyes, and also the forehead. The forehead is very big. It's like eyes and forehead is very big with Arcturians. You know what I'm saying? And Dracos. Eyes and forehead tell me a lot about Arcturians and Dracos. Now with Sirius and Orions, it's mainly just eyes and the eye placement, not as much the forehead. However, there are some people, like for example, my homie, I would just say my homie. That was my wife in a past life. You know what I'm saying? But not my wife's sister, mom, just wife, who could have possibly been a sister also at some point, but not my mom. Her, right? When it comes to her, nigga, her forehead. I see her. I just, bro. Every time I see her forehead, I could literally just see her blue Syrian form. You know what I'm saying? I could just see that shit. So granted, I do have certain shit where it's like I could just see that shit and I just know. But also, nigga, I practice saying shit. Nigga, I be like Egypt. Oh, it feels like this. Then I look at you. Oh, you feel like Egypt. Oh, you feel like a priest. Oh, because I be saying shit like, oh, priest, immortality. Nigga, I say shit like, for example, motherfuckers be like, yo, how you know I gotta, like, I could see somebody, right? Oh, you had a breakup recently, huh? Oh my God, how'd you know that? Nigga, I say breakup. Oh, breakup feels like this. Huh. Oh, I know you have a new job. Why? Because like, I say new job. Oh, I could feel it. Oh, I say Taco Bell, McDonald's, AutoZone, Ripley's Believe It or Not, Funplex. Nigga, I say all these things. I could feel what they feel like. Now when I talk to you, I just feel this shit that feels like Funplex. And it feels like you just recently got hired there. It gives the feeling of new. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, bro, you just got hired at Funplex? Oh my God, how'd you know? Because I built up my energetic data bank. You know what I'm saying? I know how insecure feels. I know how arguing feels. You know, I know how conflict feels because I say these things and I feel how it feels inside of myself. When I say conflict, nigga, it feel like conflict. On top of that, nigga, I could actually see certain images too, like this. It's like this staticky back and forth shit. So if I talk to you and I see that shit, now I know conflict, nigga. So this ties in with the astral shit because if you simply just like if you build up your memory, if you build up, oh, Hydra feels like this, Sirius feels like that, the astral feels like this, then when you wake up, right, you'll be like, oh, let me just feel what astral feels like. Oh, it feels like last night I did some motherfucking. I feel Sirius from last night. Oh, I feel this energy healing vibe because you've been saying to yourself energy healing, so you know what the fuck that feels like. You know what I'm saying? It deals with the same exact shit, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, a big thing I'm big on is the fact that, like, practice feeling the astral right now, feel energy around you right now, so that way at nighttime, before going to sleep, you do the same exact thing. And then upon waking up, you do the same exact thing. You try to bring on the feelings of last night and vibrate inside that same way because it's the same state of consciousness. Therefore, you have the same memories inside from that state. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that. Now let's talk about spiritual isolation, bro, and why it's so important. You know what I'm saying? People need to be spiritually isolated, bro. Like if you wanna develop fast, bro, my nigga, if you want to evolve fast, my nigga, it's crazy because yo, who I know's crazy about that shit? My boy, Phantom, right, or LOY, right, the person I did a video with, right. We spoke about spiritual isolation, and he chest texted my ass. I swear to God, you know. And hey, 811 when I'm saying that shit, you know what I'm saying. But let me speak on this shit from not how I said it inside that video, you know what I'm saying. Well, I did say this, but also it's like different shit, right? When you isolate yourself, right, you are around your own spirits. You know what I'm saying? And around your own energy, right? When you get around certain other people, right, you take on their energy and their spirits. What is a spirit? A spirit is an intelligent energy. When you have spirits on you, right, or spirits around you, right, and these intelligent energies, right, they control how you think, feel, and act. Now, you could be around a good person that has good spirits, but it still may not benefit you because you're supposed to be around your own spirits, right? When you want to evolve super fucking fast, cut yourself off from the world because you got to understand that, like, you could know a lot of smart people who know a lot of shit, but the way that they explain shit is not how your spirit guys want to explain shit. And this deals with another topic that deals with pretty much the best way to learn certain shit, which is to simply just clear your mind like you never heard the concept before. Why am I saying that? With me, right? I have been learning a lot about the 12 realms, right? And how all that shit function, right? Now the thing is, learning about that shit was very hard when I was listening to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like other people's teachings were confusing the fuck out of me because that's not how my guys want to explain that shit. At some point, they said, "Bro, you need to let go of how you're viewing this shit. The way you're viewing it is wrong." But I'm only viewing it that way because I heard so much shit growing up where it's like, "Oh, I'm trying to fit it, I'm trying to fit that shit to this concept, and it's not supposed to be like that, right?" So I would clear my mind, and they'll explain it to me in a whole different way, and I actually understand it, right? Then I'll be like, "Hold the fuck up! If it's this way, why did that person say this?" But because I understand this new shit now, it's like, oh, they'll be like, "Oh, they said this because, like, for example, motherfuckers be like, oh, we're inside the 3D, right? We're in the third density, right?" That didn't make that was kind of confusing. Cause I'm like, hold the fuck up, nigga. The physical realm is the first realm, and I'm like, how are we inside nigga? If they say we're inside the physical, shouldn't that be like the first realm? And it was hard for me to understand it, right? But here's the thing. Here's what it actually means, right? Right now, right, we exist inside every single realm at once. If you are inside the physical realm, you also exist inside all the other 12 realms. Because nigga, to make the physical, you need the shit from the other 12 realms. Nigga, it starts from the nothing shit, then you get the fucking yin yang energy shit, then you have the one fucking godhead shit, then you have the fucking universal plan and shit, then you have the fucking overseers of the fucking plan, then you have the messengers that fucking give messages about how to create the plan, then you have the creators of the plan, then you have people who help sustain the creation on lower realms, then you have people who are becoming aware of the creation on a higher level. They have beings that can only see certain shit, but they can't understand that shit. Then you have certain beings that can only feel certain shit. Then you have beings that can only just simply just exist. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, going from top to bottom, nigga, you have subtle matter condensing all the way into dense matter, right? So nigga, if you're inside the physical, right, you're inside all 12 realms at once. You know what I'm saying? But why do they say that humans are very 3D? It's because at a base level, right, humans are aware of the first three realms. And also, nowadays, we're becoming aware of the fourth realm, that being the mental realm. Hence, the reason why psychology is like the nigga. When it comes to like the some woke shit that's not spiritual, you have psychology. You know what I'm saying? When you want to be woke, but you say nah, fuck that spiritual shit, you go to psychology. That's the big woke thing right now because mental awareness is finally picking up. You know what I'm saying? That's why all this mindset shit pops up. Limited belief shit pops up because humans are becoming aware of their own mind and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why humans are 3D going to 4D. That's so it's not saying that the 3D is the physical realm. People do think that though. The 3D is the physical. No, it's not. No, it isn't. You know what I'm saying? People are only saying that because that's confirmation, nigga. Whatever the fuck that was, that's confirmation, nigga. People are only saying the 3D is the physical because because they exist inside the physical, but they also have a 3D awareness. 3D lets you actually see the physical. Like a plant is only inside, like a plant exists inside of all the realms, right? But it only has a 2D awareness, meaning that it could only sense up to two realms. You know what I'm saying? It could simply one exist and simply just be, but it could also gain sensory input from the outside reality. That's why when sunlight hits it, it can actually make food. However, even though it can make food off the sunlight, right? It cannot actually see the sunlight. It can't see the image of sunlight. However, an animal can. A human can. You see what I'm saying? So that's my whole entire point. When I was trying to be like, oh, 3D is the physical, it wasn't making no fucking sense. Because that's not how the fuck it is. The physical is the first realm. It's just that we are aware at a base of up to three realms going on to four. You could be aware of all 12 though. You know what I'm saying? You really can. And that's how it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? But hold up. So I look at government. Oh, what? Yeah, long story short, nigga, I had to fucking clear that shit out. Oh, the 3D is the physical realm. No, it isn't. We're just aware of up to three realms. You know what I'm saying? And humans are supposed to be able to perceive all 12 at once. You know what I'm saying? That is where we are headed. But yeah, so with that being said, when you have spiritual isolation, right, and you isolate yourself, right, you don't take in other people's information. You know what I'm saying? Because like for example, right, My guy Ken Cash, for example, right? That's my fucking boy. He's very smart. You know what I'm saying? He really is. However, I can't always like, you know what I'm saying, like listen to just only him because certain ways that he will explain certain stuff is like word. Like nowadays I get what he's saying, but my guides said it a bit differently. And I'll openly tell him this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm sneak dissing. Nah, he knows this. Like we be on the phone sharing different shit because it's the same with both of us. Like for example, with past life memories, right? I'll get a certain memory, right? And I see it this way, but then he sees it this way. Then we talk together, and it's like, oh yeah, because there's that. Like a lot of times, I could be like, oh, two different time. Like for example, let's say that we were both like feline beings, right? Together, but he's seeing one time, and I'm seeing a different time. Here's a good example, actually. There's actually a person that we know from our past lives who became a dark dragon, right? And I was seeing the memories of when they weren't the dark dragon, then when they became that, and how like at some point they were like in Draco doing their own fucking shit and stuff like that. But my boy was only seeing them inside of a different constellation, right? I'm like, nah, look at the Draco shit. He's like, oh yeah, word. And then when he did that, nigga, he started saying shit that I wasn't even fucking seeing. I'm like, oh yeah, I could definitely see that now though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta get our own information sometime. And the thing is, right? I noticed it was accurate because like he was like, oh yeah, the planet looks like this. I'm like, yo, yeah, the planet looks like it's like this red planet with like this like how the fuck do we describe that shit? There's like it's like kind of like dusty in a way. It's like this super red kind of dusty shit, and it's also rocky. There's this fucking cave over here, and when he described it, I'm like, yo, this is exactly what the fuck I'm seeing. Then he starts saying shit that I didn't even fucking see, but I could see it now that he said this shit. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, it's like that with a lot of people, bro. Like, there's so many. Like, even with Ryan Cropper, the fucking go on astral projection, my nigga. Certain shit that he said in the past, I'm like, I don't understand that. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But when I sit by myself and I say F what they're saying, not because they're saying some wrong shit, but because I don't understand it, right? I sit inside my own shit, then I understand it for myself, then I go back outside the external world and I can understand their shit now. You know what I'm saying? So spiritual isolation is very important when it comes to simply just getting your own knowledge. You got to get your own information, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit inside your own energy. Sit inside your own spirits, you know what I'm saying, and let them communicate with you. You know what I'm saying? Because the thoughts that you have are spirits. Now the thing is, right? That's what my nigga. When you have a thought, that is simply just intelligence acting itself out. Nigga, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm simply just spitting out spirits, nigga. Swear to God, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand what a spirit actually is, though. Which I'm making a PowerPoint on that too. You know what I'm saying? Swear to God, about how what spirits are, how we always channel when we don't even realize that shit. Oh yeah, nigga, that shit's definitely in the making. I already typed out a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I be doing a lot of shit over here. I hope y'all fucking know that shit. I be doing a whole lot of shit. Anyway, right? What the fuck was I saying? Nigga, long story short, right? Hold up. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, be inside your own spirits, bro. Like, when you have certain thoughts, those are spirits. Now, some of your thoughts come from other people because you picked up on their spirits. Well, they could be good or bad thoughts, you know what I'm saying? But it's like sometimes it's not always what the fuck you need. So when you isolate yourself, you understand more about yourself, who you are as a being, you understand your own soul, you get your own information, and shit is lit. So if you feel like, oh, I gotta evolve really quick, nigga, isolation. Isolation. That's the best thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And last thing, because there's barely any time left. Last thing, bro. Nigga, I've been seeing spirits way more often, my nigga. Especially when it comes to my kitchen. Like, I have a doorway that connects my kitchen to, like, this other area than the living room. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, right? Nigga, when it comes to that doorway, right? I swear to God, that doorway must be some kind of portal. Because there's, like, I have several doorway portals that I'm conscious of. Like, for example, like, some doorways inside my house, right? When you walk through it, it will clear out your energy, which is good and bad. It's good because it's like, hey, fuck all that outside old shit, right? But at the same time, it could take certain memories with it. Like, even inside the astral plane, bro, when I go through all these fucking, like, different, like, doorway portals, bro, it kind of makes it hard to remember certain stuff because when you walk through that portal, right, it kind of puts you inside of one energy and takes you out of a different one. But that old energy has certain memory because the energy is what? Those are spirits. Those are certain intelligences. It's intelligent energy. You know what I'm saying? That energy holds information. When you let go of those spirits, you lose the information. You know what I'm saying? So you pick them back up again. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, so I think that my kitchen door might be like a doorway portal to like it may bridge different realms or something like that. Cause nigga, I'll be eating food, right? Nigga, I'm eating rice and beans, my nigga. Then I think that my mom walk in, but it's not. I'm like, what the fuck? Do that shit again. Happens again. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like I've been like, it'll just be like this. It'll be like some tall black shit, boom. But it's not like on no scary malevolent shit because like sometimes I could open my spiritual vision and see, oh, it's a spirit guide. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't know what the fuck it is though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like there's been other times too, right? Where like, nigga, I'll be inside my room, right? And like my windows will become portals. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, it's like somebody will be like, yo, bro, I gotta come by real quick to pick up some shit that I left over there, right? I'm like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? But they never say I'm on the way, right? This happened the other day, you know what I'm saying? Someone came to pick some shit up and they didn't say they was on the way, right? But I was chilling and nigga, I seen this like nigga, I'm chilling, I see this big ass white thing come from my window. I see a spirit come from my window. I'm like, what the fuck? And then from there, I just got a mean urge to get shit ready for them, right? Nigga, I get shit ready for them. Once it's ready for them, they say, yo, bro, I'm outside. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that was a whole spirit that was letting me know that they're about to pop out. You know what I'm saying? Because they never even said on the way. They just said, yo, I got to come get this shit real quick. I'm like, all right, bet. And then that shit came through, and I just kept on getting bugged to get shit ready. I got shit ready, give it to the person, and like, you see what I'm saying? So, yeah. But the timer went off. That's it for this video. We spoke on a lot of good shit. And yeah, I'ma catch y'all, bro. Culture down below, Patreon down below, nigga, everything down below. I'ma catch you. Peace.